welcome back to Bob's Workshop. Today I'm showing you part 2 of the Alpine Resort made from foam core. A lot has happened since the last video. I got a haircut, and the resort itself has a new look. In this episode I'm adding some wooden strips and some material to look like stucco that you would find in one of these old Tudor style buildings. So come join me on this journey as I explore the benefits and pitfalls of foam core construction. Here it is.
I wasn't really open to the idea of building with anything besides plastic until I started watching a few other YouTubers' channels. They create fantasy worlds to help with the playing of tabletop games that often have very elaborate backstories. Most of the buildings are made with a European medieval flair. It's not a logical matchup with American O-gauge trains from Lionel, but it's what I'm going to do anyway. I almost bought a bunch of wooden craft sticks on Amazon. I nearly left the basement to visit Hobby Lobby to buy the same thing. And then I realized that I had a bunch of 2x4s and a table saw in my garage. These strips of wood are each about 1/4 of an inch wide and less than 1/8 of an inch thick. It takes more effort to cut pine than balsa wood, but I'm glad I used the harder material. It will definitely be beneficial when I apply the stucco later on between the timbers. Or should I say drywall compound between the sticks. I was going to include some video of me cutting these strips of wood, but whenever I use a table saw on camera, there's always somebody in the comments telling me how unsafe it is. Everyone I know has 9.5 fingers, right? But you know, those type of comments left by those kind of people, are they actually trying to be helpful, or are they just trying to feel superior? You be the judge. I saved maybe $5 or $10 by cutting my own wooden strips, but there are a few reasons why it was still a good idea. I can have longer lengths and specific widths, but pine is also harder than balsa wood. I'm going to be filling in the areas between the wood strips with drywall compound. And to smooth the drywall compound, I'll be doing some sanding. The pine should not wear away as quickly as balsa wood. It should also not wear away as quickly as the joint compound. When I'm done, I want the drywall compound to be just a little bit recessed against the wood. I'm using the terms drywall compound and joint compound interchangeably here. But sanding isn't the only way to flatten and smooth that material. Whenever I complete an area or two, I'm sealing the wood and the foam core with Mod Podge in a matte finish. Because the other way to smooth drywall compound is with a wet sponge or a wet rag. The Mod Podge will protect both the wood and the foam core. Every now and then, I'll step back and take a break to see how it's looking, and I'll place it where it will eventually go. It's pretty big for this space, but I also think it's going to be pretty cool. It's technically 1/48th scale, so 1/4 of an inch equals 1 foot in the real world, and I made it as tall as I could. For my small layout beneath the basement steps, if I want scenes and detail, I have to go up, since I can't really expand in any other direction. Even though I'm outside, sanding this stuff creates such a mess. The dust goes everywhere. I should have used the lightweight joint compound instead. It's much easier to remove. So I'm switching to the wet rag method, which actually turns out even better because it removes the compound without removing any of the wood at all. It was at this point that I realized how I should have painted all of the wood brown before doing the drywall compound. It would have been that much closer to being done. There will still be painting and weathering to do after the roofing and the stonework or bricks, but I should have done the brown first. So maybe on the next one. And I say that because I'm really enjoying the process of making buildings this way. My street side area down below could use some new structures. Structures that look centuries old, that is. There will be more coming soon because I have a pretty good momentum going on this project right now. The shingles and the bricks will be next. So, until then, this has been Bob's Workshop. Take care.